Billy Beige here, and I wanted to talk about Super 7's Ultimates Godzilla Wave 1. I know everybody's getting them in hand now. I had them on pre-order, and then I started to see the pictures and the reviews, and I'm not gonna pick them up at full price. There's a couple of reasons why. I don't want to pick them up. One is because what was pictured during the solicitation, the paint masters, everything at San Diego Comic Con last year had where it was like a matte finish. Um, I know some people have been going and reviewing them and saying, hey, I understand Super 7 wants to do like a toyetic or a very toy looking Ultimates. That's the whole point of the line, you know. It has where it's very toy looking. I have my Godzilla 2000 vinyl figure here. He is matte as hell. He is matte AF. Uh, he is not shiny. I don't know what toys they're looking at to try to say that's what they look like, and I don't think that's what they were going for. I would hope that wasn't what Brian Flynn was like. You know what? They're gonna be gloss. They're gonna look like shiny plastic. It's gonna be wonderful. No, I think something happened. Because I mean, there's a lot more going on with these figures at $85 a piece. I would hope that there was just like some kind of miscommunication between Super 7 and the factory or something like that, or there was just a step left out in production or the paint job, just something like that. Because the paint masters, they have where they are matte. On their video on Super 7's YouTube channel, when they're showing them off, they're showing off the paint masters, matte. Um, I just don't know. Um, I can understand some of the paint choices. Other than that, like, like he, it literally has scrambled egg teeth. Is what one reviewer said. Uh, I just don't know what is going on there anymore. Uh, from what we saw originally, from the prototypes, the renders that sold this figure, they had where the neck was a full, thick, correct neck, and then it looks like when they were made at the factory, they took the vine that went around Godzilla's neck and they subtracted from the neck to make it so the vine fit over it and didn't look bulky. I think that was an error. I don't know how that got through. Um, eh. I know some people are having issues with the tail. The tail originally was supposed to have 16 ball joints on it, so you could swivel it around and stuff like that. It still has 16 ball joints on it. That was intended. That's how that was supposed to be. I don't know if people need to like heat up the tail or not. But at least that's how that was supposed to be. That wasn't something that was dramatically changed. Biollante? Biollante's a little over the place. Biollante's the better looking figure. I but they had where they changed stuff with that too. In the original like little product video they showed on Super7.com, Super 7's YouTube, it had where like the mouth hands that came off had where they still open. Now they have where they're like the solid plastic things that don't articulate. Um, there's like next to no paint on it besides the kind of like chest brain membrane that's soft and it looks like it's painted from the inside, and it's soft, and I've seen people poke it and it looks like the paint is like flaking off on the inside. Uh, the weird articulation they put on the leaves is kind of odd, but like it kind of works. The big issue with that is like all the stuff going into it seems like it's loose as hell. All the limbs going into the main stock of Biollante has where it's like it's gonna tip over. Like the limbs will just fall forward. It's the teeth on Biollante. They look fantastic in the renders. It looks okay on the Paint Masters, but it's like, however they decided to do the mold for it, it has the mold line on the teeth, not on like, not on both of them. It has where it's like, but on the open mouth one, it has where the mold line is like on the front of the teeth, not on the edge where you would be like, oh, it kind of blends in, that kind of flashing's there. That mold line is like on the teeth, and it's just like $85 a figure. Why? For the lack of paint, the just it feels like the rug was pulled out from underneath the people. I understand why people are complaining. They're fantastic sculpts is the thing. They are wonderful sculpts. They look wonderful sculpt wise. Paint, the ball got dropped on. Some of the quality, it's just not there with like Biollante like dipping around and stuff with his limbs. I don't know how the next wave is gonna go. I do have Mecha Godzilla still pre-ordered. I have Destroya still pre-ordered. I'm excited for the tease of Space Godzilla, but I'm afraid they're going to turn out like this. They're going to turn out like junk. I hate saying junk, but I mean, like, when it's something you didn't order and if it's not the thing you ordered, it's junk. That's all there is to it. So maybe they'll come out and talk about it. Probably won't. They'll probably move on. But for $85, you want a good-looking figure. I can't even like say that like everything is supposed to be shiny in Ultimates, because like I was looking at some of my Ninja Turtles and stuff from Ultimates TMNT line, and it doesn't have where they're shiny gloss plastic or have that gloss to them. They have where they have that matte on them. I think something happened. It's not how they're supposed to look. I'm disappointed. I hope they have where they come out, maybe rectify this, guarantee that Wave 2 will have where the paint's appropriate on it, because I don't want a super shiny Destroya. I don't want a glossy looking Destroya. I can go and pay half the price to Hiya Toys now, because Hiya Toys has the Godzilla license. They have the King of Monsters license now too. They haven't shown anything yet, but that means they're gonna do other stuff besides like the new it's not Relativity. Besides the new Godzilla vs. Kong stuff and everything, they're gonna be doing older Godzilla stuff like 54, 89, 2000, hopefully, because I really need a 2000 articulated Godzilla, because I love him to death. Favorite Godzilla. A lot of core memories there. But I can go buy a Hiya Godzilla that's 7 inches tall for $45, $50, and it's well articulated. It looks good. The only thing the Ultimates had going for them was like they're big, and they were supposed to have like a good paint to them, and now they don't have the paint. Some of the joints are loose as hell. It's Super 7, you let me down again. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. But if you have one and you want to sell it for $65, look me up, because I ain't paying $85 for it. But this has been Billy Beige. Have a good night. Have a good day. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'll see you next time.